Good morning, guys. Welcome to Remote Learning and Accounting. So today we're going to start on a new chapter, Chapter 12, Preparing Payroll Records. And I want you to please go to 12-1, Calculating Employee Earnings, the OWPs, and I need you to go to the On Your Own one. I practiced this and I completed the work together. So we're just going to do it a little backwards, which isn't a problem. So I'm going to wait a second while you find it and get it open. Remember, you're opening the one that's labeled 12-1 on your own. All righty. I'm going to assume that everybody has it open. So it tells us that on June 30th, we have a time card for Mary Carol Presswood, and we have data that we're going to use. So we've got to calculate her time card. Now, note some of the things that it says. Any hours over 8 hours per day or 40 hours per week are considered overtime. And each work week begins on a Monday, and we're recording the totals. So this isn't hard. There are a couple of things you need to know. If you look right here on Monday, the 16th, she comes in at 8:55. She leaves at 11:53. That simply means we're going to look at this as she comes in at 9 and she leaves at noon. So that's 3 hours. That's 3 hours in the morning. And then she comes back at 12:53, which is 1 o'clock, and she leaves at 6. So 1 to 6 is 5. So she worked 8 hours. So you're going over to the regular spot and you're going to put in the 8 hours that she worked. Second day, same thing. She comes in at 9. It's 9:06, but you still start at 9 o'clock. She comes in at 9. She works till 11. Until 12, and then 1 to 6. That's another 8 hours. Okay, I'm going to stop the video, and I'm going to go through. I want you to go through. Please stop at the end of the time slots. Remember, if it's over 8 hours in a day, it goes into overtime. As you can see, she has worked 85 hours in her regular week, and she has worked 5 hours of overtime. So I hope that's what you got. Keep in mind that any hours over 8 hours per day or 40 hours per week are overtime. So let's grade the first step. And you should see a ton of green checks, which I do. So we are done that step. The next step we're going to do is we're going to take Mary's time card and we're going to put it into this chart. We're just going to transfer the information. And there are 3 other employees, number 25, 28, and 32. Mary is number 34. So we're just going to scroll up. I guess I'm going to have to flip my screen a lot. So she worked 85 regular hours. She worked 5 hours of overtime. Now, you're going to need a calculator. I've got my calculator. I hope you have yours. To get our regular earnings, we're going to take the regular hours and multiply by the rate per hour. So 88 hours times the $10 per hour that employee number 25 is earning, that's $880 regular earnings. Her overtime is time and a half. That means she's going to get $10 plus 1/2. So that means her overtime rate is $15 an hour. So $15 times the 5 overtime hours, that is $75. And then you're going to add that 75 to the 880. And she is going to earn, or he is going to earn $955. Again, I'm going to stop and come back with the answers. Okay, I am back. Please remember to calculate the overtime. You have to take their regular pay, multiply by 1.5. That will give you the updated, what their overtime pay rate is. multiply that by the number of hours that they worked. That'll give you the overtime rate that they earned. Add those together and you get those numbers. So I believe we are done this problem. Check to make sure we did it correctly. I did. I hope you did too. So that will complete that problem. I think you guys may need to go back and do number one, or the one that we're supposed to do together. I will be preparing another video for you to walk you through step number two, and we'll probably do both problems together.